White City, my sweet home, Coco. Howdy folks, Bluesboyjag here. Yet another 4-string cigar box guitar lesson. It's Kokomo by the great Mississippi Fred McDowell. We're tuned open G, 5th string tuned down to G. You can tune off of me. There's your G. There's a D string tuned normal to D. G string tuned normal to G. Always tune your G string normal, and a B string tuned normal to B. G, D, G, and B. And we got the train in the background, which once more is apropos. So, slide is required and a pick is required. I don't use picks that often when I play slide guitar, but on this particular song there's lots of strumming. What we're going to be doing here is playing the melody that he's singing. First finger is on 1 and 3. Lots of cool little jumps from one string to the next. So I'm using my first finger on that first string, 3rd fret. Then my second finger, not my third because I've got my slide on my 3rd finger. Second finger on the 2nd string, 5th fret. Then you're going to go back to that first string. So it's first string and first finger, and then it's second finger, 2nd string, and back to your first finger. Then that bend is your first finger on 3-3 down to 0. Now, what might be a little weird is the strumming pattern, so you might have to come up with your own pattern. I do it kind of strange. One more time, slow and up close. Now we go to the 4 chord, and we're going to toggle between the 4-7 and the 4. 4-7 is the 4 chord with the 7th, and the 4 is just a regular 4. So if you play regular guitar, it's sort of like a C, kind of, sort of, but I'm only using 2 fingers. First finger on 1-1, second finger's on 3-2. And I know some of y'all are probably like, that's not anywhere close to a regular C on a regular tune guitar. Well, you're probably sort of kind of right, but if you look at my fingers, see that stair-step pattern, 1, 2, 3, but I'm not using my 3rd finger. I know that's a very odd way to explain it. Anyway, so that sounded like a whole bunch of weird stuff, but it's really just a repetitive riff there. So first finger's on 1-1, second finger's on, what is that, 3-2? And then my pinky is on 2-3, toggling. The hard part about this one is you can't let your slide touch the strings because it sounds really awful. So this is a heavy brass slide too, which makes it even more difficult. So glass slide probably would be better, so it's not too heavy. But I like the sound of the metal slide on this particular guitar. Anyway. Boom ba 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 bida dum benda, boom ba ba da bida dum benda. Let me move my camera down so you can see my right hand, the strumming hand. This is sort of kind of the way he did it, but I kind of morphed it into my own way of doing it long ago. Alright, so, in keeping this understandable, I'm going to go back to the main part. Now, slow. right there. I'm not using my third finger. That's just my slide, and it's kind of bouncing around. But I'm using my fourth finger on the second string, third fret. So I'm taking it off and put it back on. So it's a little tricky. And the strum pattern is a little bit weird too. Don't you want to go? When he does that part, don't you want to go? Don't you want? That's 5, and that's your your 7th fret and your 5 chord. Then you're going to go down to 3rd fret and then open. Once again, the only thing moving is my pinky, off and on, off and on, off and on from that string. That's the 2-3 string. 2nd string, 3rd fret. Then I'm going to go to 7, to 3, and to 0. That's the whole song. After that part, I go back to the 4 chord and I kind of do an improv. Sometimes I stay there a really long time, just like Mississippi Fred would do. He would boogie on these songs, and he would start with a relatively slow or mid-tempo, and then within a couple of minutes he is 4 times faster. And a lot of people say that's totally incorrect. That's wrong. You can't speed up like that. What? That? No. Well, that's BS. Because he boogied, right? Starts like this. By the time you're done, Thanks for watching. Check out my website, jagshouse.com. cigar box guitars just like this one since 2004. Be sure and subscribe, and we will see you next time.